There was a time in the internet's lifespan that everybody and their mother had a blog. But nowadays, it's pretty rare to meet somebody that actually blogs just for fun. It's pretty much always small businesses, people trying to make a quick buck off of affiliate marketing, or those slightly annoying but very useful recipe websites. But in this video, I'm going to convince you why you should and show you how start a blog for your language learning today. And it doesn't matter where in your language learning journey you are, because you can either write in your native language or in your target language. That first version is actually really useful for connecting with people, for increasing your motivation, and for understanding your own learning process. And the other one, writing in your target language, is a little bit more obvious. It helps you get better at writing in your target language. The first type of blog is a lot more common. Tons of people write progress updates and talk about their learning and help other learners on the way. In fact, there are a bunch of Refold community members who have blogs just like this. I'm going to leave links to some of their blogs down in the description of this video. Reading other people's blogs about their process is a really great way to stay motivated, and it's even more effective if you're the one writing that blog. It doesn't matter if only 3 people are ever going to read it in the entire history of the world, that little tiny boost of motivation can push you over the edge to keep going. If you write a weekly, monthly, or hell, even daily update, you're a lot more likely to make real progress between those 2 updates. But the other type of blog, I really don't see used nearly as often. Writing is a tool that can make your learning better. That self-reflection is a lot more powerful than a lot of people think. And writing in your target language is a fantastic way to improve your output just in general. Especially if you use your blog post as a learning experience and talk about it with a friend, a tutor, or an AI chatbot that can give you corrections, talk about alternate phrasings, or help you to clarify ideas. And the sky is the absolute limit. You can write about literally anything. The point is that it's in your target language. So you can write a weekly fiction story about a cute character and a world you made up. Or you can start a blog about a hobby you have. You can do whatever you want. You can even blog about your process of learning a third language in your second language. Or you could take pictures of things that you see throughout the week and then write a weekly update on why you took those pictures and where you were. There's a million different possibilities. Use your creativity. And now that I have you totally convinced, I can hear you muttering under your breath, okay, that sounds cool, but I don't know how to start a blog and I don't really want to learn. It's just going to take away from the other things I have to do. Luckily, the rest of this video will solve that problem for you. I promise you that no matter your level of technical ability, you can have a blog up and running showing your personal thoughts in less than 15 minutes, total. The best platform I found for this is called Bearblog. Type in bearblog.dev and hit enter. Then click sign up. Choose your blog title, the subdomain, and put in some text for your homepage. The subdomain, by the way, is what people will type in to see your specific little blog. And all of this can be changed later, so don't worry about it too much. Sign up with your email and create a password. Now you have your blog. Nice work. That's basically the entire process, really. This whole Bearblog thing is made to be simple, simple, simple. And that's what makes it so magical. It's all plain text. So you can't mess anything up with weird settings tabs or plugins. It loads mega fast and works on all devices. There are a few things you'll probably want to change, like this favicon. This can be any emoji and represents your blog. You might also want to edit your homepage a little bit more, but I'll show you how to make it more interesting in a second. Oh, and make sure to hit publish on everything to save changes. The nav, short for navigation, is how people can click around your site to navigate. You can add links here to go to anything, such as your YouTube channel or even refold.la. Just put the text in square brackets and then immediately after, put the link in regular parentheses. Include the https:// as well. Hit publish to save, and now you can view your blog with the view button. But this looks pretty boring. Let's click themes. You can choose from any of these themes. Click preview to see what it'll generally look like and apply a theme on whichever you choose. You can always change this in the future, so do whatever you want. Now, how do you make a post or another page with actual content? Easy. Click the Posts tab and New Post. Each page on Bearblog has attributes. Many of these you can totally ignore, but some are useful to know about. And these always go at the top of the text box. I want to make an About Me page, so I'm going to title it About Me. And make sure to keep all these attributes in lowercase without spaces. The link is what someone puts after your normal URL. So in this case, it would be littlelanguageblog.bearblog.dev/about. And you can set the publish date to be whatever you want. If you want a post to go live in the future, set it to a date in the future. Here I put a date in the past. This isPage attribute does one very specific thing. It tells the system to show this page in the blog list or not. In this case, I want it to be true since it's not a blog post, it's a page. But for all other posts, you don't even need to include this. It's false by default. Now I'll write about me and hit publish. If I go edit my nav to link here instead, I'll have an About Me tab. How cool is that? Now, maybe we should post a real blog post. Go back to Posts and click New Post. Just like the About Me page, I'm going to fill it in with text and change any attributes I want to. But if you're just going for simplicity, all you need is the title, and it automatically shows up in the blog section. You can also unpublish blogs if you didn't want to show it yet, or you can save things as a draft. A useful feature, especially if you write lots of posts, is a template. Whatever you put here will be inserted into new pages you create. You can include headers, tags, whatever. You can even pre-populate the page with text. Maybe you want to have a link at the bottom of each post, or let people sign up with their email address to receive updates when you post in the future. So this specific example wouldn't actually do anything unless you pay for that. Just make sure to separate the header with the body with 3 underscores, not 3 dashes like I did. And those are all the features. But you might have noticed that the pages look a little boring. What if you want to add an image or make some text bold or add a heading? And you can. The entire site uses what's called Markdown, which is a simple way of taking plain text and turning it into something a little bit more interesting. It's a pretty simple system that you can use to tell the computer how to show the text on the screen using just a few simple characters. Let's take a look. Putting a word in double asterisks makes it bold. Just single asterisks makes it italicized. And links are done with square brackets for the text and followed by parentheses with the link inside, including tab : if you wanted to open in a new tab. So you can see when I go to this actual post, the text isn't exactly what I wrote. It's a little bit different with those changes. This might seem like some big, scary system that's going to be really difficult to learn, but it's actually not. It's quite simple once you get used to it. Plus, there's an entire cheat sheet at the bottom of every single page on Bearblog that you can use if you ever forget anything. These sections in gray are what you'll type in your editor, and then right below them is how they'll appear on your actual posts. And if you really don't want to deal with Markdown, you can just ask an AI chatbot because they're really good at that sort of thing. And that's everything. That's the absolute easiest way I know to get up in blogging. And I've laid it out step by step for you, so you have no excuse. I really do think that blogging is a fantastic way to improve your language learning, especially if you're struggling a little bit with motivation. Writing really can unlock things that you maybe didn't think about before or didn't realize about your own learning routine or yourself. I know that through making these videos, I've learned things about my learning that I never really would have noticed otherwise. And let me know down in the comments, do you already have a blog? Are you going to start one now? What are you going to write about? And don't forget to join the Refold community and share it with us. I love seeing people post their progress updates and talking with each other about their language learning process. And now, I really want to thank you for watching this video and leaving a like if you liked it. Oh, and make sure you're subscribed, because I'll see you in the next video. Happy immersing.
I'm here to drop some knowledge, listen up with your ears. I got a language learning method, gonna make it crystal clear. It's called Refold, the game changer, gonna blow your mind. Immerse yourself in media, fluency you will find. Refold.